Hello there everyone and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Kate and Gord. I am still here by myself because I'm plugging away at this applied Energistics system, and I have just come up with a nice little way to start setting up the automation of crystal growth and possibly also the creation of that magical Certus, the special Certus. So this transfer node should only accept these kinds of crystals, and it won't accept the seeds or anything lower level. The only way to tell for sure will be to grab a seed and actually throw it in there and see what happens, which I might as well do anyways. Let's see, where do I have some dusted? I do have a couple of dusted Certus quartzes here. I'm not going to turn all of that into seeds though, because I actually have more need for it in dust form. Let's see, so one of those. So obviously I'm going to have to get the crystal growth accelerators up there, which, or well, okay, not necessarily up there, but somewhere into this neighborhood. So, oops. Oh, right, well. Helps if you got the silly filter installed. There we go. So, those can sit right up against there. Whoa. Now, actually, the sensible place to put this would be really close to the existing AE cable system, because the crystal growth things have to be powered off of the applied Energistics system. So, knowing that, let's see, where could we... I mean, I guess I could just pull some crystal, some power cable, quartz fiber along here. That would work okay too. In fact, that would probably be easier and cheaper. And it would keep this whole mess out of my way, which is not something that I would have any complaints about whatsoever. So let's just leave the transfer node right here. Get in there. Alright, transfer node, transfer chest. We'll be using Ender IO pipes to finish the job here, because you guys will go, whoops. So you're going to go also on the white channel is going to be the retrieval channel here. So let's take it straight up to there. And this becomes a 1, 2, 3 on white, always active. So that means that anything, fully grown seeds will immediately be pulled into the system here. So next, let me see, extraction on black. Well, redstone is the only thing that can actually go in here, though I could filter it. Actually, I should. It's this one I'm going to need to filter, because this is going to have to go into a dropper. We actually are going to need to make a dropper, I think. Or is there some other... How... I'm going to have to... I wonder... I'd rather not have something that has to be pulsed with redstone. I'd rather just have something that will just dump items, because dispensers and droppers have to be powered. Let's see. Well, I'm going to have to do a touch of research. Let's see, what do we have? Drop filter, voiding drop. Item dropper. I wonder what... Or let's see, there's also transfer. I wonder if transfer nodes work the other way. As an energy transfer... yeah, okay, no. Extra utilities. Let's see what we got here. As I say, I'm probably just going to have to I wonder what other upgrades there are. Maybe, let's see, speed, filter, world interaction, stack, creative, transmitter, round robin, bread search, depth first, receiver. I don't even know what some of these do. These searching things, interesting. And a whole bunch of pipe jackets. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a few minutes and figure out how this item dropper works. And I will be right back. Okay, I think I found something pretty cool here. We've got a redstone clock block from extra utilities. I am going to find out how this thing works. Because I have a sneaking hunch it might be exactly what I need to make this system work the way I want it to. So here's the setup. Clock here, dropper there, and let's see, clock settings. How do we control the behavior of this clock? Modular gearbox. Obviously I'm going to have to look this thing up. A redstone block that emits a pulse once per second. Let's see, dropper. Maybe extra utilities has some information on... Nope, apparently not. There it is, okay. Let's just get some redstone dust and maybe... Well, I'm hoping that will work. It says it's supposed to emit a pulse once per second, so that means that this redstone dust should go... There we go. Bingo! Dropper is up and running. Okay. So we've got our dropper. We've got a redstone clock. Next up, we can actually put that thing right down to the bottom now. Because there's no reason to have this thing floating a mile up. In fact, there's a lot of reasons not to do that. Okay. So, that being done, let's see, 1, 2, 3, there will be 4 crystal growth accelerators there. This filter, I believe, has already been configured with, 3 crystals. It's also got to be configured with one additional thing. We need charged Certus quartz. We need sand. No, not sand. It's charged Certus quartz. Dang it. Alright, charged Certus quartz, redstone, and... was it nether? Nether quartz as well. Let's get 2 of each. Charged Certus quartz. I want to say it was nether quartz, but I cannot remember for the life of me right now. Yeah, because then, we need to assemble them into seeds, which is the other thing. We're going to teach the thing how to make the seeds out of these guys. So that's a whole other thing. And that's going to require an actual... I mean, all of this is going to require a crafting CPU. That much is obvious. I'm not going to be able to do this without actually having a crafting computer built. But we can at least get it started, right? So let me see. All right, let's just dump some of this stuff in here. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that there. Quartz crystal. Where are we keeping our quartz right now? Nether quartz. Oh, it's probably in one of these chests. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So let's see. So yeah, if my memory is served, we go... First of all, let's make one and see what happens. So we'll go charged Certus quartz, nether quartz, redstone. There we are. Yep, okay. So now we need to reconfigure the filter here to take fluix crystals as well. Perfect. Now then, we throw that in there, we throw that in there, we throw 1, 2, 3, 4. Poof. And those should be in here. Perfect. Okay. So that's the next step. Now maybe I just want to do a cyclic. I wonder if there's a crafting machine that we have. Crafter. Power. Nice. And then we also have a liquid crafter from Extra Utilities, or from Minefactory Reloaded actually. But other than the Z-Logic controller, that's not actually too bad, and even that's not, that Z-Logic controller's not bad. We just need to build this slice and splice machine. Let's see, assembler. There's something called a cyclic assembler as well. Crafts items. Tin gears, copper gears, redstone. These aren't even expensive either. In fact, they're just about as easy, if not easier, to make than the other one. Yeah, I think that might be the way. This is going to be the way to go. We'll make a batch of cyclic assemblers here, which will assemble the 3 different seed types together and redirect them back. It's going to need a little bit more filtering on here, but that is actually a-okay. The only part I don't have completely sorted here is how we're going to get... Well, funny enough, the easy solution would be... Actually, there's a really easy solution. Let's just get rid of this. Let's put this guy right here. Bingo, and that should still do it. Yep, okay. It's interesting that they didn't function right next to each other, but that's okay. Alright, there's a clock. So that's that. Now we can put items in via the top. And as you can see, we're also going to need more ducting. So this is going to be an insert. And we're going to have, this is definitely going to have to be on, okay, it's got to be on the green channel, doesn't it? No, it's got to be on the black channel. Oh, yeah, okay, no, so redstone's the only thing that can go here because of the way the assembling systems work. Also, I can drop the priority of this by 1. So we can make this -1 and this... Yeah, and see, nothing here has been extracted. Alright, so this is actually going to have to be on black. Insert on black channel, priority -1, priority 0 right there. We'll get a filter to keep a few important things from going in there directly, and then we'll put a small bank. We'll need a charger and some cyclic assemblers in there. So let's see if we can automate our charger as well. So the charger takes normal Certus quartz and turns it into charged Certus quartz, which we require for the let's see, where I know I had some. There it is, Certus quartz. This can probably go into, hopefully go into the enrichment chamber and give us a nice big return on investment. Of course, yeah, okay. The enrichment chamber will accept that. So let's... A couple of those. We're going to need more filters for Ender IO. That much is certain. Do I have lots of iron? Yes, I just need more chests. Okay. Plank. Right, I always forget. You don't have to define a number of items for this system. Let's see, we're going to need a minimum of 2. Let's start with 3 filters, because I can always use them elsewhere too. 3. Boop, boop, boop. Paper. Boop. And 1, 2, 3, 4 hoppers. Filters. Okay. So this one is going to have, this is going to be oh. Right. Okay, there is a problem. This system here uses redstone, and this system here uses redstone. Right. How are we going to do that? We're going to have a separate interface, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have a separate interface for the other. So these two systems can't be talking to each other. It's going to have to go through a separate system. That's a shame, actually, because this is going to be kind of cool. But no, that's okay. That's okay. Does not have to be on one system. That was just kind of a fun idea I was playing around with. So the primary chest will be probably this one right here. So that means, let's see, the charger needs power from Ender IO. The question is, how does stuff get in there? Or no, will it be powered off of, it might be powered off these. It's very inconsistent which ones can and cannot be powered in this manner. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. That's definitely not one that can be charged that way. So time to get some conduit, and this is going to actually have to be ME conduit because the we need a separate manufacturing line here. Okay. This could actually get a little crowded from the looks of things. Actually, hold on. We can make this a little more efficient, possibly. Okay. I'm going to get some power, get some ME cable here. Or I could just use the glass cable I've got in my inventory. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Never mind, let's just run it. Where do we want it? We'll run it. You know, it could actually make my life a lot easier if this was on the other side of the wall. So let's do it that way. I have a sneaking hunch I'm going to need the space. And we can use an Ender IO conduit to carry things through there. Alright, let's try this. 8 of them. I'm going to need more of these for sure. 5, 6. Darn, just going to run out. 7, 8. Now the easiest thing I could do would be to switch over. We'll figure it out in a minute. I'll be right back in a second. Alrighty, I've been poking around at this and I've come up with a couple of really useful ideas. First thing I've realized is that the pulverizer is actually better placed on this network. It saves me one of these because it needs to break down Certus quartz, nether quartz, and flux crystals into powder and then return them. None of those things are used by the inscriber presses, so there's no interference there. Unfortunately, and this is the big unfortunately, the charger is going to have to be on its own. Is it? Hold on. Is it going to have to be on its own network? Let me see. Yeah. No, wait. No. No, it's not anymore. Okay, so, okay, here's good news. Now the charger can be on this network here because now I don't have to worry about cross-contamination. It's all about cross-contamination of the various systems. And I'm not sure if I can explain that, but basically we've got a recipe, say, like we need to grind up Certus quartz crystal for Certus powder to make various things, either the conduits, which this is going to support as well, or for making crystal seeds. Or we need to convert the Certus quartz into the stuff for the Fluix crystals. So it's not a straightforward, 100% easy crafting system here. But here's the part I know that will work now, is that this thing does not require... Yeah, we're okay. We can do this now. So we're going to need an Ender IO cable coming through here. And we're going to need to get rid of these. There we go. And then we'll need another cable coming out the other side. And it's going to have to be... Alright, we'll just get rid of that connection right there. There we go. Okay. So... And we'll get rid of this connection at the back here. I wonder if it can insert and extract on the same side. It probably can, now that I think about it. That's been a pretty common feature of Ender IO. So let's have this in extract. Insert and extract. So insert shouldn't require a filter because the only thing that can go in there is Certus quartz. And extract will only be... Actually, let's just make sure this is going to work the way we think it's going to. Alright, well there we go. There comes the quartz. It's in there. And now did it get charged? No. Alright, well it got pulled in. That's the important thing. We'll give it a couple seconds to actually charge. There, I think it charged. Yep, alright, there we are. So we need to, for output... charge Certus quartz, because this is okay because charge Certus quartz is the one that's needed for Fluix. So there we go. So always active. So now then, if I throw a Certus quartz in here, it should pop out, wind up in here. Oops. Pop out, wind up in there. And boom, and it should be back in the box here in just a second. Or it might wind up in the dropper. In fact, that's exactly where it's going to wind up because that's the only place it can go. So what else is going to be coming in here? We're going to have sand. We're going to have, or sorry, not sand. I think I'm going to have this one make the seeds too, which means I'm going to need some assemblers in here. Because what we're going to have this do is we're going to say that it requires the powder and we'll tell it requires the powders and sand to make the seeds, or to make the full-size crystals. And so the powder and the powders will be crafted and the powders plus sands will be crafted right here, put back into the system and dumped through the item dropper into here to grow. And this is where the 4 crystal growth accelerators will be installed. And we should be golden. The Fluix crystal, it's going to be the factory is actually going to produce Fluix crystal, because then the crystal has to come out to the pulverizer, and then the pulverizer has to put the dust back in here if we want the full-sized crystals. But that's okay. All right, let me go get some assemblers, and we'll get this show just about on the road. Okay, let's see if we can figure this thing out. This is 3 cyclic assemblers in place. I've never used these before. I get 3 sand. I don't know why I'm getting 3. Well, I need to test it. So, this thing here is a blacklist. We don't want the Certus, we don't want the Fluix, we don't want quartz, and we don't want sand to go in here. Yeah, but we want charged Certus quartz to go in here, and we want the dusts to go in here. Alright, so let's give this a shot. So we're going to need to try out the dust making system. And that. I Thing's fast. So there's Certus dust, Fluix dust, and where did the quartz go? Oh, okay, that's interesting. Alright, let's see. Down. No blacklists. Okay. So we are going to need a filter. Let's see. North. Apparently there's something you can do with quartz, or at least quartz thinks it can go in there. Also, we can, let's see, we should also perhaps consider, let's see what happens with redstone. I'm just, hold on. Redstone output, always on. Oh shoot, redstone's, but why would redstone, that was silly of me. Redstone should not be blacklisted. Or whitelist. No, redstone should be whitelisted. Okay, so it's not the whitelist that's causing the problem. Interesting. So, always active. Let's see. Why is it not working all of a sudden? Oh. Blacklist quartz. There we go. Now the redstone should go. Yeah, there we go. And the quartz should go where it belongs now too. Perfect. Alright, that gives us all three of the dust types. Okay. So your schematic is going to be Fluix dust plus sand. Check. That's interesting. Let's see if there's anything about schematics as a physical item. They are a physical item. Look at that. Okay, so I need paper and lapis. Okay, let's make a few. Paper. Where did I put those reeds? Ah, there they are. And just do 2 sets of it. Paper. And a bit of that. And there we go, 3 schematics. Okay, let's see what we have to do to make this work. Okay, let's see. Schematic. Certus dust to sand. Check. Okay. Number 2, Fluix dust and sand. Check. And nether quartz dust plus sand. Check. Okay, nether quartz. Certus quartz. And Fluix. Okay, so here comes the all-important question. Put all 3 of these in here and see where they wind up. Oh, sand is going to be a problem, isn't it? Argyle. Okay, so those aren't powered. Problem 1. Problem 2, how do we get sand to go to the right place? I mean, I guess we could just have a... We could always just keep some sand in stock there and have it round robin to the 3 cyclic assemblers. That would work. Alright, Mekanism cables, time to use you up. Yeah, actually that would work if I have it just always have a supply of sand on hand. Alright, so the first thing we need to know is that it did wind up going to the wrong place. But the seeds have... Where did they go? Where did they go? Alright, where did the seeds go? In here? Or did they wind up going back? Interesting. I don't actually know where those items went. And that bothers me a little. This is a very small system, so there's not very many places the stupid stuff could be. Well, let's find out. Let's see. This uses... Oh. Okay. So yeah, so the system is kind of confused about what has to go where. So we're going to have to blacklist, or probably more likely whitelist the items that have to go into the right locations. So that's one item. Second item will be figuring out how to round robin sand. I mean, the easiest way would just be to well, I don't want to pre-stock it with sand because that could leave it really... I really want this to be fully automated, and I really want to do it this way. So, yeah, so if we use, actually, yeah, I think the extraction does have a round robin. So if I have round robin and we know that sand is blacklisted there, and we put sand in there, no, that's not right. Round robin should mean that it goes... Okay, well, I will do some research and I shall return either now or in the next episode. Okay, in the absence of any better solutions, round robin does work, but what I've done is I have pre-seeded each of the cyclic assemblers with a small quantity of sand. So even if it goes to the wrong place, round robin will eventually distribute all the items to all of the systems. And I suspect something will eventually go wrong, but you know what? That's not the end of the world. So we'll just let that go for now. And there's 1, 2... Oh, wait, hold on. We had dust go into the wrong place. We need to blacklist... Hold on, okay, wait, is it better to blacklist or white? Oh, yeah, no, hold on. Yeah, quartz goes in there. Yeah, no, we're gonna need a larger blacklist. Oh no, we aren't gonna need a larger blacklist. We need to drop its priority. There we go. And then 0. Everything else is priority 0, so that should now work right. Let's see what wound up down there. No, the Certus dust still wound up in the wrong place. Did I? No. Whitelisted. Right there. Priority +2. +2. Did I get the Fluic seed? Certus quartz seed? Nether quartz seed. No, that should be fine. Very odd. Okay, why is it not going in there? Is it not recognizing it on the... Is the whitelist not recognizing it? Let's see. I guess we could just explicitly blacklist the Certus quartz for now and see what happens. Make this even less important. Let's see where it winds up now. That's more like it. Okay. So we have seeds. Let's go get our crystal growth accelerators and get this system up and running. Because why not? We're going to need crystals. And automated crystals are preferred to not automated crystals. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we're having a glitch with our graphics again. Oh, they're there. Because that was all powered off of Ender IO conduit. So we can actually recover some of this now. Because we're not going to have Ender IO down in this part of the base right now. Alright, and we'll just deal with those for now. Let's go get the system up and running. Okay, so we're going to have 4 of these. I figured out how to rotate these, by the way. Can be done. And boom. Okay, now I just have to power them. And actually, we need to rotate this. We'll put a conduit right there. And right there. That's one online. Now then, where's our last one? There it is. Boom, that one's online. Yep, and then we'll do the other 2 from below. Or something. Let's see. You guys are down here. Let's see. Offline. We'll throw 1 right there. Okay, so it's going to require the regular crystal to do this. Or else the power isn't actually... No, we'll go this way. Nope. No, okay, I can't power it directly. Alright. That is A-okay. You know what we can do? We can cover some of this right here. That should be more than enough for our purposes. I know it's a little kludgy at times, but it's going to work for now. It'll work for now. And honestly, who's going to see it after I'm done? Oh, is it one of those things where it won't... Oh, okay, yeah, right. This one's facing the... Oh, no. Oh, no. I just made a mess. There we go. Could just be I had it facing the wrong way again, like usual. Oops. That made a mess. Alright, I think that's the worst of it. Okay, and then the last one. Excellent. Okay, I think our crystal growth system is up and running. So the only thing I'm going to have to watch out for the moment is an overflow on sand. Like if the system produces more sand or gets backlogged on sand, which it probably will, I may just have to come and clear it out a bit. But the important thing is, now then, I can throw some seeds in here. I can also throw, let's see, the makings of, we need redstone and another quartz. And a regular Certus. Redstone and regular Certus. So those 3 things in the box will produce 2 Fluix crystals for me. See, what I'm trying to... The reason I'm doing it the way I'm doing it is to try and reduce the number of channels I need to actually operate this system. I think I've done reasonably well. So Certus, nether quartz, and redstone. Hold on. No, I don't need nether quartz blacklisted anymore. So, yep, there. Okay, that worked. Complete with the charging process, I believe, because I used a basic Certus quartz, not a charged Certus. And down in there, we should have a whole bunch of crystals being formed into... Ah, yes, look at that. They're coming along beautifully already. Okay, boom. So there we go. We have a compact seedmate, a compact crystallizer, and a compact pressing system. Should work pretty nicely, if I do say so myself. Hey look, we've got 2 finished circuits. Oh, okay, I see something else we need to do here. We do need a filter here. One last filter. Just realized where we've got one minor hole in the design there. And we're going to fill it in right now. One more Ender IO filter. So much iron. And so much paper. It's quite funny. A paper hopper. Okay, so we're going to need to make one sample of each of the press items. Hold on, wait, you guys weren't supposed to even be able to get there, were you? That's weird. Something weird happened here. Okay. So you guys all export on green. No, it should not have been physically possible for those. They must have popped in when... Okay, we're going to assume that they popped in at basically when something else was on the go. Probably when I was reconfiguring the system here. But there we are. Our 3 basic circuit items. Logic, calculation, and engineering. Press is in place. And in a few moments we'll find out if... Oh! Ha! Okay. There's one little detail we're going to have to deal with here. Okay, let's see. How are we going to do it? We need to blacklist their withdrawal from the system, don't we? Yeah, we need to blacklist the extraction as well. Okay. That we can do. Just about. Ooh, there's a dark spot up there. Okay, well. Oops, did not need to. Probably will need to anyways. Already have a filter on me, so there you go. Filter on extraction. And you are not allowed to extract. Well, technically, those, and those. Perfect. Oh, where did those go? They got... Okay, perfect. That's exactly where they're supposed to wind up. Okay, well, that I call a success. That is a definitive success. We have 2 functional systems. All we need to do now is actually make them talk to applied Energistics. And I have plans on how that's going to happen. So all I'm going to need is one more import bus, or ME interface, and then 2 import buses to pull the finished items out. And that'll have us up and running. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.